They wanted to send me on vacations. They wanted to get a political survey. They wanted to tell me how they could improve my son's scores at school. I thought I've only had the phone for 6 hours. How did they find me already? But it brought me back to when I was a youngster. See, my very first job when I turned 14 was I was a telemarketer. I called through all the ads in the newspaper. They were the only ones that would hire a 14-year-old. Maybe it's because we were working out of someone's apartment with three phone lines. I don't know, but I got the job. I was excited. I went home. My mom says, "What are you selling?" I said, "I don't know. I guess I'll find out tomorrow when I show up." So I got there and I found out what I was selling, and I found out why they didn't tell me. See, I was a 14-year-old boy, and my job was to call ladies on the phone and sell them pantyhose. Now, I learned some interesting things right away. I learned that women aren't too happy when a man calls them on the phone to sell them pantyhose. I also learned that husbands aren't too happy when you call their wives to talk about pantyhose. I also, because they just give you a cold calling list, I accidentally called my Sunday school teacher at the age of 14 to sell him pantyhose. Now, through the years, I've done a lot of telemarketing. That was the first of it, but everything I've ever done involves some sort of phone work to get me the leads and so forth. So I understand the need for telemarketing, but I also hate getting the calls. So at home, what we've created is a little bucket of what to say to telemarketers if they call, so that you don't have to come up with an original excuse every time. You can just walk up and say the phone rings and pull out your excuse. And after you've heard them, you just go ahead and, well, this is a good one, for instance. Once they've started telling you your spiel, go ahead and put them on hold and then sing hold music for them. So, hello, can you hold for a second? Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, are you still there? Okay. Good times never seem so good. The goal is to get them to hang up instead of you. See, because if they hang up because they're annoyed or frustrated or something, the chances of them calling you back are very slim. Maybe that one doesn't work and they realize you're really there on hold. You can go with this one. Start asking them personal questions. Wow, how are you today? How many kids do you have? Right? Or my wife's favorite is to say, can I call you back at home during dinner time also? What is your phone number? Are you married? Things of that nature. Maybe we pull in there, that doesn't work, so if they ask you how you're doing, which almost everyone does, don't they? They say, oh, how are you doing today? Lay it on them. Tell them exactly how you're doing. Man, it's been bad. It's been rough at work. I got this underwriter that has just given me problems. I am so glad you called. As a matter of fact, my life insurance is about to expire. Can I borrow some money so that I can pay that? Because I am worried that this heart problem that my dad had is going to transfer to you. Just lay it on them until they finally hang up. Oh, this is a good one. The people that loaned me credit cards, that wanted to give me credit cards the other day, I thought about using this one. If they want to loan you any money of any sort, just explain to them. That would be excellent. I just filed for bankruptcy, and I need to pay the rest of the retainer fee. How soon can you get me $1,000? That will be fantastic. That one seems to work. Oh, this one is perfect. Whether male or female, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, or whether they're male or female, just after listening, get a very seductive voice on the phone and say, so what are you wearing? Sometimes works. Or, even a better one, I really don't like doing business on the phone. Can we meet in person? By the way, are you blonde? I like blondes. That one you'll usually get them to hang up. Or after you've talked to them for a little bit, how about, oh, no speak of English. No speak of English. And then I had the telemarketer once that started talking to me in Spanish. And so I said, well, no habla español either. One of the things you could do is ask them their name, get their full name. I'm Jason Carlson, or what have you. And then act like they're a long-lost friend. Oh, Jason, I didn't know that was you. How have you been? Don't you remember me? We went to school together. I think we played on the same team together, didn't we? And just carry on, make them feel like they're a person from your old past. They will get frustrated and hang up. After they've wanted you to place an order at some point, which they will, go ahead and ask them if you can get a pepperoni and cheese and how soon it can possibly be there. They might be selling G-rated movies. I'm going to order pepperoni and cheese. Leave them on eternal hold. This is probably my favorite one. Go ahead, I had someone trying to sell me long distance once. They wanted me to get their bill, so I said, not a problem. I put them on hold, And I walked away and started watching TV. 15 minutes later, I went and picked up the phone. They were still there. I said, I can't find it yet. Keep holding. And put the phone back down. Seriously, 40 minutes later, they finally hung up. I think they really thought they had a possible sale. There's a lot of different things we can say to telemarketers to hopefully get them to hang up. Maybe we should just listen to them. Maybe they got a good deal. Maybe we should just turn the ringer off. Or maybe we should add our number to the do not call list. There's a lot of things, but these are more enjoyable to do. Nothing like frustrating a telemarketer. Tell you what, my Sunday school teacher knew how to get rid of people. She had it down pat. She didn't know it was me. I didn't have a deep voice because I was 14. I didn't introduce myself, and this is years before caller ID ever came about. She used two of them here together. She said, hey, you sound kind of hot. What are you wearing? And then I don't discuss things like this over the phone. When can we meet? Now, it worked. I hung up the phone. And I never looked at my Sunday school teacher quite the same. Mr. Toastmaster.